Good morning, everyone. It's Rifgal. We're playing some more Hades. We're trying Exegriff again because apparently I want to achieve this more than I care about my mental well-being. Uh, this time we're doing no weirdness, just straight up Exegriff with no corners cut. Starting with Zeus.
That dog is not your plaything, boy. Cerberus defends our realm so that no one gets in alive, or gets out either way.
Even when you reach the surface, Agrius, you call upon me then and there, all right? I'll personally see to it that you'll be escorted up to Olympus, and your quest shall be complete.
Lightning Strike it is. That is the goal. Oh, I switched the randomization. That's okay.
Let's see how quickly I can slay you all. Right there.
More Zeus we'll take. So the thing that I accidentally switched is I did have the... So previously I've been using one that lets you reroll boons, and instead I've done the chambers, which is fine. Could be worse.
Hades.
Lightning effects make us jolted. That's what we want. So, like in this case, if we didn't want money, we can then do R2,
I have a better idea.
alter it, and it gives us something else, which is unfortunate because it doesn't actually look like it's good. Didn't expect it to ricochet quite that far. Probably not buying anything here. Yeah. But it's worth looking at. Poseidon is a good one.
You're nothing. Lord Poseidon.
Okay. Poseidon is going to give us...
Doubtless you have seen that we upon Olympus also lend our favor to the mighty Theseus, who bars your passage from Elysium. Now don't you take it personally there, because our blessings go to all who deserve them. Although we try to save the best for you.
Your special deals more damage. That's exactly what I wanted. Although the dash here is pretty solid. No, special first.
Let's make some waves.
Ha.
Let's go, lads. enough.
Okay, Dionysus.
Heard you wrestled with some satyrs near the surface, Zag. Nice work making it that far, and I just want to let you know that they are definitely not my crew, man. Satyrs I know aren't like that at all.
Cast is Festive Fog, extra damage. Honestly, I do like the Festive Fog. And it could be really nice with the bombs, since it holds them in place for a moment, and it does more damage. Sure. Downside is we can't get a cast lodged in them. Hammer is good. Okay, your attack is a 3-round burst, but you never have to reload. Your special deals extra damage, but it can hurt you, or your attack bounces to an additional foe. Is that worth it? To just not have to worry about reloading for the rest of this when I'm really bad at reloading? I feel like Ricochet Fire is the actual good, or like the actual best one here. Because it just does extra. Yeah, we're gonna go Ricochet Fire because that
Load it up.
adds more to the bounce, as it were. Palm's not exactly my preference here. It's not bad, but it's not great. Let's alter it. Yes. Artemis. That's exactly what we want, actually.
Set. Wretch.
Okay.
I'm with you every step till you arrive here, Zagreus. Then I will probably ignore you like the rest. Just warning you ahead of time, all right?
I mean, that's fair. Seeking Arrow. I mean, I guess we'll go with Artemis's Aid. It's not my preference. Or we can go Dash Strike, just extra damage on that first swing. Any damage you deal has a chance to be critical. We'll go Call. Getting a decent call early is good.
Delicious.
I mean, I guess we go... That's the biggest damage boost, but this is going to be the most consistent. Shop? No. We don't have enough money for shopping right now. We'll keep going Palms.
More numbskulls?
not sure how I didn't remember or realize that those enemies were called numbskulls, but that's amazing and I love it.
Gods grant me strength.
A little extra damage on special, sure. Sisyphus.
Just on a little break.
Hello, sir. Sisyphus, how can you stand it being here like this? You always seem in such good spirits, though.
You push old Baldy here sufficient times and you might get a different outlook on things too. With the Furies all preoccupied and with my running into you from time to time, I'm positively doing great lately. I like to take what pleasures I can get.
We want money.
Good choice.
Thank you, mate.
Godspeed and all.
Charon's shop.
Fish. Hey, that's new.
Knucklehead.
Guess we want Poseidon next.
Well, nephew, I know that salty Charon can be difficult, but I'm certain that whatever price you paid, you got a deal.
Rupture.
Enjoy it, Charon, mate. Don't go thinking I'm just being kind to get you to lower your prices for me. That would be unconscionable.
Just trying to trigger conversations.
Tisiphone.
Murder.
There we go.
There we go. Managed to get some decent bonus attacks going, and
Go wrongfully accuse somebody else.
I think we're in pretty good shape.
So much for the fearsome Furies.
Well, Father, I'm trespassing through your secret hall and going up.
Why would you rub that in?
Let's think about this.
No, we're good.
Let's see here.
I honestly don't know what we need. We need a dash, I guess. So technically, let's see, which dashes do I actually like? I mean, Poseidon's is obvious, I guess. And that would give us a second way to get Rupture. Athena's is always good. I might go with that. But I think at this point, Artemis. I want those extra triggers.
Heading up.
Ideally, we want the one that makes extra projectiles trigger when we shoot. Although I'll also accept something that, you know, gives us more
Change
critical
scenery at
chances
least.
or just, more damage. And hey, Hermes is always good as well. Extra dashes, movement speed, attack speed, any of those would be fine.
Right already for my pop, haven't you, cuz? Wonderful guy. Don't get to spend a lot of time together, though. You know how that is. Well, see ya.
Actually, Second Wind might be better than Greatest Reflex.
Godspeed.
Oh wait, no. It was Call. No, I'm dumb. Up to 75 gems, that's a lot.
Stop him, wretches. Worthless.
All mine.
The other boon that I would actually really like to get is that one I got from Demeter last time that increases the rarity. Because we once again got common on all of our
Surprise.
all of our offensive tools are common rarity right now, which means that we're probably going to end up losing out on damage eventually, which is unfortunate. But Eurydice or Demeter could help with that.
Ready. Olympus, I accept this message.
Shimmy enter a chamber, get wealth. That's actually really good. Now let's get side hustle.
What's for sale?
Little extra life. And we're gonna go with Artemis because once again,
The Mega Gorgon. Enough
Okay.
of them.
Zagreus. Rather than greet you as I normally would do, instead allow me to present you my illustrious, kind, generous Lord Father, your greatest Uncle Zeus.
Thank you for the introduction, daughter. Now, you run along, go frolic with your nymphs or something. Leave me to assist my nephew here.
What?
Bestow on him your faint blessing if you must.
Zeus, you're kind of a jerk sometimes. Wait, what? The bloodstones that are on the ground start doing lightning damage? Yes? Yes, that's really cool. So if I throw out the Festive Fog... and then it ends the cast in the middle of a group of enemies, it'll start zapping them with lightning. This is a bit rough.
Barely made it.
I would agree, barely made it. We should do better about that. Quick check for fish. And I think I'm gonna go with money over the palm here, because we're almost dead, and I would like money to pay for Deathified or whatever else we need. So basically, I just need to leave one of the cast crystals out during the boss fight and just let it continually do damage, it looks like. I'm okay with that. I mean, that seems good. 15 to start with the God Gauge partially full. Seems good. And we are going to go shopping here as opposed to the palm, because I think we should be able to afford something productive here.
I'll take this.
How goes it, Zagreus?
Seriously? How is it I keep getting everything but the one I'm looking for? Okay. So this should be a fairly straightforward boss fight. My goal is going to be to trigger...
Hiss. Good.
So this duo power might be one of my new favorites. The cast crystals do extra, or just do straight like spam lightning on the screen. Greater Call. One shot. This setup is actually coming together. We have a few things we need still, but it's definitely feeling much better than the last couple runs I've done with the rail. So, there's that. Okay. I kind of still am missing an Artemis piece here, but I don't think that we... I think the next boon you find is always... or is per tier. I don't know for sure if that's the case, but I think that's the case. You know what? I'm actually gonna go Athena. Deflect Dash is really good and will help us be more defensive and not end up dying horribly. Hammer. Hey, it's the enemies that literally are the reason that I want to do the deflection. It's nice of them to show up before I get it. Foes targeted by your special. Attack is faster and more accurate. Pierces foes and deals armor. Move slower and take plus 30% damage. So I launch the attack. It does rupture and slows them. And then I unleash my regular attack and it does 30% more damage on top of the extra % damage that it's doing. That feels really good, but I honestly think Flurry Fire might be better, just because we're spamming more attacks out faster and we're having to reload less. Seems good. We'll try it. Also, more attacks faster means more chances for crits, which also feels nice.
Rearmed.
Let those lightning bolts fly.
I'll tell you something, cousin. If even Artemis is aiding you, it's proof your cause is just. She doesn't often take an interest in family affairs.
I mean, that's fair.
An exchange.
We would like dash deflects.
Athena's power. Come
And
fishies.
fish. Fish are delicious.
Right there.
It's a car.
It's a car.
Okay, we're gonna go this way because
You're wallowing away somewhere, same as I. But where? Why? Something the matter there, stranger? Or have you come to torment me some more with idle chat?
You know Achilles, don't you, sir? You're Patroclus. Achilles serves us at my home. He trained me. He sends you his regards and love. He says to tell you he is thinking of you always.
That name. So then you've seen him, have you? In your father's house? And want me to believe he said all that? You'll forgive me if I am a little skeptical. In life, I left Achilles, and in death, he left me. We're even. And we've nothing left to say to one another now.
But that can't possibly be true. There must be some misunderstanding here. You haven't spoken since you died?
We haven't, no. And I don't think we shall. But you can humor him for me, I guess. Tell him I'm doing perfectly all right, won't you?
I mean, I guess we'll just do attack bonus up. I don't really like any of them. And I don't actually know which one of these I like better. Let's go Zeus.
You choose to challenge me again. Not many in Elysium so dare. Then I accept.
Wait, I never challenged you. The
I was just
Enterprise
thinking
chamber
that.
looks like any other pathway in Elysium. I have no quarrel with you, sir.
To step into my chamber is to challenge me. It is a custom since the time I lived and breathed in darkness. I will send you into such a darkness now.
Jerk.
Picked up their scent.
Well done. I yield.
That went pretty well. I took a little more damage than I would have liked, but
Thank
could have
you.
been worse.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Dog gauge charges up faster seems good. I mean, I guess no, because usually I don't think doing the after using call is good for this because most of the time when I'm using my call, it's finishing something off. Dog gauge means I get to it faster so I can get more damage out.
Strong bows. One's rearming. Damn, he's recovered.
Oops. Totally missed that guy.
Loaded up. In the name of Hades.
Okay. I mean, I keep getting second wave. I'm not sure if it's actually good. I'm honestly tempted to just go Sunken Treasure, but second wave is better. I could possibly sell it. healing is good. I am, for the first time, tempted to actually go with money over 2 boons, because 2 boons elite right now seems really dangerous. I'm kind of terrified when we're at 8 health, when we could do a much simpler one and possibly still have extra money for Deathified. But Athena gives me a chance at giving a Deathified recovery anyway? Yeah. So we're gonna do Zeus as the first one. That way, if I take 24 damage and lose a Deathified here, there's a chance that Athena will give me a Deathified back.
Congratulations, you made the right choice.
Your chain lightning effects bounce more times before expiring. Yes.
I thought we were on better terms, cousin. I ask only for your cooperation, yet still you turn your back.
Also, Athena doesn't do extra damage, I don't believe. Hey, there's the Deathified. And it keeps getting made impervious at just the wrong times.
She can't stay mad forever.
Deathified?
I very much prefer to think we both know better than to let old grudges stew forever, Zagreus.
That's not ideal, but I guess we'll take it. Health, money. Either way.
Trespasser.
Come and get it. He's fully recovered.
Damnable fools.
Peace and quiet.
Not ideal. Oh. I keep thinking we're close to the boss when we're not.
Good enough to eat.
Lightning strike, I guess.
Palm power.
I'm getting to the point where I really need some Deathified right now. And some health. Which probably means I also need some damage output. Hey, Thanatos.
I can't stay long, so how about we get this business over?
Okay.
Let's slay these wretches.
Let's by all means.
You know what? I'll let you have that one, fan. I don't want to deal with the little part. I'm way ahead. You can have those two.
Simple. Next. That's all of them.
Money,
Got the strongest.
health.
I'm gone.
Bye.
Shop. That was what I was hoping for, actually. Athena.
Useful.
The river boatman Charon is beholden to your father's realm, but seems agreeable enough for a fair price.
Restore Deathified. Yep.
Shield of light.
Was considering the make exposed because that would be another status effect to stack. But I feel like this is pretty good. And I think I'm going to keep this so I get the interest.
A challenger? Prepare to be sent back into the depths whence you came.
Oh, hi. Remember me?
Witness the power of the gods!
I guess they're testing me. Ah, you.
Greater pleasure than to send my spear straight into you and back, demon! Optimus!
All right, taking the shot.
That was the first time I've beaten Theseus first, I think. We took a lot more damage than I would have liked. Once again. But those
I suppose that I
Those
shall
are
be
good.
seeing you quite soon.
yeah, like that lightning rod is really powerful. Skelly, Death Defiance.
Should be useful.
Moving on up. I think we can do this. We have full Deathified. We have a pretty solid setup. The only thing we're missing right now is a way to do a little bit of more reliable status effects. Okay, I'm actually gonna go to Artemis first.
Cheers, mate.
Because... Wait, what? I'm not sure how this is going to work with this, but that actually sounds really good with the setup we've got. I'm going to save the Athena here because she might give us an additional Deathified still. We're going to go with Dionysus first. Took a little damage there, unfortunately. I think none of those are what I would like to, are the one I would like to sell. It's the legendary one from Poseidon, is the one that I don't care for. Although it did just slam that guy into a wall pretty good. Going Dionysus first because of those. Specifically well, you know, I'm gonna go. I'm tempted to do premium vintage, but I don't think we're gonna get another one. I'm trying to remember what they were. So I think Strong Drink might be the best one because it guarantees that when we find the Satyr Sack, we immediately get restored to full health.
Strong stuff. All these tunnels.
Money. Took a little damage there, unfortunately, but we'll be okay. And we'll just chill over here.
This.
Back up, I guess.
That's one big satyr.
Okay.
Get out of here.
That went pretty well, all things considered.
A moment's rest.
We might actually be able to afford the Titan's blood there. Felt pretty good. Try to get the Festive Fog down as soon as possible because it gives us that lightning damage cover at the end, which I appreciate.
Nice try. for sale. What do I get?
What does Ignited Ichor do? Move speed up. Okay. I'm okay with that. So we're
This can get me out of here.
1200. We can actually afford the Titan's Blood here. That feels pretty good. Like, this setup is actually decent. I may just push for taking Titan's Blood unless something is really wrong by the end. I'm gonna wait and see if I get a well of, you know, obviously if we get another well of Charon, if we have something specific that we end up wanting to try and get, then maybe. But I don't think we're gonna get.
Oh, good.
That was even a short one. Wow. Okay.
Cerberus can never get enough of this.
Yeah, we're doing it. You can't be stunned and resist damage from bosses.
Oh, what's in this stuff?
Full damage or full heal. Like, that feels good.
You hungry,
and
Cerberus? I bet you
I know
are.
I said I was gonna do the thing that makes it most likely that I succeed, but I think in this case we're gonna go Titan's Blood.
Hey, cheers for picking up the tab there, Zach. Now, I cannot exactly pay you back, though I could give you this.
Damage resistance and Festive Fog? Or Nectar? Nectar would also give me 20 extra bonus or starting health, which is decent, and means that we're getting a little bit more health every time we death defied, I believe. We're gonna be greedy.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts
Okay.
the satyr sack.
Let's do this. I would really like to succeed.
See you, boy.
Cerberus vanquished. You did this.
Nice night, no?
I don't feel like we're getting much extra dialogue with
Olympus
Hades.
has been aiding you. You must be
Oh,
so
this is new.
grateful
Okay.
to them for their aid, without which none of this would have been possible.
Yeah, about that. Father, did you let Mother go because you feared Olympus would find out? And not respond well to the circumstances if they did?
Be grateful they have not found out as yet for all your meddling. You do not know them as well as you think. Ask yourself why she left Olympus and how. Or better yet, ask her.
Well, she seems quite lovely, so knowing you probably tricked her into signing a pact to come join you or something. Since you weren't allowed on Olympus, why not have Olympus come to you?
That's not gonna go well.
Surprisingly not distant from the truth. I took her, boy. I took her down with me. Is that what you wish to hear? Does that anger you? Come, bring forth that anger then.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that went.
Don't your eyes deceive you, boy. Idiot. Wretches of the underworld, I command you now to rise and fight for me.
I'll send your wretches back where they belong.
I hear you.
Pit my own kin against me.
was rough. Also, pitting your own kin against you seems kind of contradictory when I am your own kin.
Go home.
But I digress.
Darkness.
Yes.
So hi, remember me?
Did that just target the skull?
Come on,
Okay.
I shall not fall to you again. Behold.
No. Go home.
I hear you. Firing.
There we go. So the one downside with this is I don't really have a great way to do the second status effect. The only one I've got is Rupture, along with Jolted. And so I end up... Yep, that was bad.
Full blast.
So I'm kind of desperately trying to hit those on occasion here.
Let's see you run from
I'll take care of this.
There we go.
you.
But Artemis's Call is enough damage, and we're... That Festive Fog and Lightning just constantly doing damage is really good.
I cannot remain.
Okay.
Bye.
There we go. Finally, Hexagriff. Done.
In the name of Hades.
Basically the same setup I've done over and over and over again at this point, but you know what? We did it. I'm happy. We've now completed all of them. It took way longer than I feel like it should have, but we got it. And I am excited for this next piece of dialogue here because
Found you.
I'm excited. Plus, we got an extra Titan's Blood out of it. Like, we actually were able to afford the bonus Titan's Blood at the end at Kieran's shop, and that's also good. Oh, and did we finish another Fated list? I don't think we did.
Fishing time?
Apparently we have fishing here.
Now.
Sturgeon.
Wow, a sturgeon.
We got 2 new ones. Oh, that's the last one here. Plus the Knucklehead.
Ah, you're back.
I'm here, Mother.
I could not stand it on Olympus, Zagreus. The blustering, the posturing,
Yeah.
my overbearing mother. None of it. I would have left the mountain voluntarily, except...
Except Father absconded with you, didn't he? Dragged you down with him into the underworld. So if Olympus were to find that out, I shudder to think of the consequences.
That fool is trying to protect me even now. It wasn't he who absconded with me, my son. And it's more complicated even
Yeah,
than
that was my guess.
I was content to leave, willing to make my life within the underworld, with your father.
I dare not ask who did bring you to father then. So essentially,
Gotta be
you ran
Nyx,
away from
right?
home to live with him. I mean no disrespect, but did you realize what you were getting yourself into?
We have a tendency to be impetuous when we are younger, Zagreus. I heard all about your father before we met. Admired paintings of him. It was very awkward at first, but he had a bluntness I fancied. A sense of principle. I much preferred him to his brothers, I can tell you that.
So, then you secretly left Mount Olympus to be with the god of the dead in the underworld, and Olympus never found out. What do you suppose would happen if they did?
I think there would be war between Olympus and your father, Zagreus, if they found out. Especially now, after all this. And after all this time. They slew their parents once. If the Titans could be wiped from this world, so can we all.
So it makes sense. If father, he agrees with you and thinks that leaving you in hiding here, that it's the only way he can prevent that war.
I can see how your father, shrewd but also single-minded as he was, might have followed such a line of reasoning as that. Oh, Zagreus. What have I done?
No. What have I done? I can't.
I love this game. I love this game so much. I love the storytelling in this. I love the fact that like all of this stuff is... It's not like it's... I keep feeling like I should know all this already because it is following, at least in line with a lot of takes on Greek myth. But, yeah. It's neat. I like it. So, I think we're going to wrap here. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.